And I'm joined by Bo.
Hey.
Bo, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Feels great to have you. Last time you had a fantastic mohawk.
Huge mohawk.
There you've got earrings that you've made them look very, very good.
Thank you.
I'm not going to run short of compliments this morning.
Wow, thank you. I'm going to receive them.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. But before we move on to the entertainment stories, detail for detail, we've got a story that happened just 7 hours ago. And it's a story of this one man. Let me just mention his name. His name is OJ Simpson. Do you remember him? But before I talk about OJ Simpson, what do we need to know about OJ Simpson before I tell you this story?
So, OJ Simpson was jailed for several years for stealing memorabilia, but he was acquitted of the wife's murder. But the court of public opinion still think
Court of public opinion.
he's the one who was involved in killing the wife, which he was acquitted for. So right now he's released, and then people are saying there's going to be a possible reality TV for him.
Okay, so this is the thing. A Nevada parole board decided Simpson should be freed on parole after the former NFL star apologized for his role in armed and robbery incident. From what I heard from my colleague here, Bo, Simpson's case is largely termed as a trial of the century. Simpson has served 9 years of his 33 years and is expected to be released this October. Good news. You should have seen him yesterday. I mean, we've got pictures of O.J. Simpson, you know, the old pictures versus what we had yesterday. Look at a very young O.J. Simpson there, Bo. I mean, he was at his prime. Look at him during the court trials so many years back, 9 years back, as we mentioned. And then yesterday, 7 hours ago, this was O.J. Simpson.
That clearly shows making the bad decision can lead to.
Look at him.
That is wasted years, basically.
He's put on weight right there. Oh my goodness, this was last night. A very jovial O.J. Simpson. He's going to be a very rich man. Let me just turn to my tweets and just look at the trending topics that are making that are going on. We see so many people. I mean, if you can look at some of the tweets that are coming out from yesterday's ruling in the US, we see, first of all, O.J. Simpson will be the first black millionaire in the history of the country to personally commit a murder. That's Tariq who says that. All I know is that O.J. got parole and Adnan is still in prison. Wow. And then, given the attention it's getting, I guess I'm alone in this. I'm having a hard time giving a hoot about O.J. Simpson right now. And people are just, I mean, Fox News yesterday tweeted that O.J. Simpson is the guiltiest man I've ever seen in a murder case. How?
Public opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
Still
it's
thinking is involved.
So you say that he could be doing a reality TV show.
Yes, he could be doing a reality show because before he went to jail, people say he loves attention, and now that he's coming out of jail and reality shows being one of the things currently trending, why not?
Why not?
And he doesn't have a job, so reality can be a job.
So he's got instant job, instant celebrity status.
Back to the top where he is.
He's going to be the richest man,
Yes.
and someone said there he's moving to Miami.
Yeah, and he said he wants, apart from the reality show which was being floated around, he said through an interview which he did in jail that he wants to spend more time with the family. All the time that he has lost, he wants to now invest back to the family.
Recovering that time lost with the family.
Yes.
Now let's bring it back to the Nairobi family, the Kenyan family, the Kenya celebrityhood. We see a picture there of who?
Winnie Odinga.
Winnie Odinga.
Yes.
Tell us more. What is she up to there on the Pulse News?
So she talks
Pulse
about
page 6.
Yeah, she talks about being the daughter. First, Winnie Odinga is only 27. She
27.
went to Risinga School. Then after that, she went to Philadelphia, where she did international business.
Right.
So she talks about how being raised basically in a political family. And she says she doesn't like the attention that she gets.
She doesn't like the attention, and she's the same person who was running for office. How contradictory would that sound?
Not Winnie. Was it Winnie? No, Ruth is the one.
Oh, this
Ruth
is
the one.
okay,
yeah,
fine,
this is the younger one.
This is the younger person.
Yeah.
All right, okay, I got it wrong.
She
I'm
says
sorry.
Attention, she hates the attentions, and taking pictures is not as much as it's not as much fun as people actually think.
Really?
So she hates it totally, but she says she loves watching reality TV, and specifically Nairobi Diaries and also Wendy Williams' show, where she likes the hot topics, and she likes listening to Homeboys Radio and local stuff. However, she agrees that local music, she doesn't know how to dance Kenyan music, but Nigerian.
She knows how to dance Nigerian music.
Nigerian music, she can definitely
which
get down.
Nigerian music is in town this weekend? Would you know?
Wizkid.
Wizkid is in town?
Yes.
But also Maviki Zolo is in town as well.
Yeah.
For Coke Studio.
For Coke Studio.
Okay, that's very, very interesting. Oh, wow. They all look alike, so I just keep confusing both of them. Winnie Oding and Rosemary.
And she agrees she's dating someone.
Oh, she's out of the market.
Yes. However, she doesn't want to say who exactly.
Okay.
She's dating.
That's good. So
Yes.
what else do we have in the local scene there? I see Red Sun. It's not Red Sun, really. No, the music. Music. Tell me more about that.
So we have Camp and Prisk. They're saying that...
PRSK, that is, yeah.
Camp and Prisk, the two royalty collecting companies. And they're saying that currently the ongoing campaigns need to pay them.
So
they owe up to 20 million in regards to the performance rights fees that they have not paid. But so far, the opposition, the Raila camp, the NASA, and the presidential camp have agreed, and they have laid down ways they're going to pay. But the rest are not paying, which they're saying they're still going to catch up to them, so they need to pay.
Okay, so the other candidates who are using local music haven't paid, and it's amounting to how much?
20 million.
20 million Kenya shillings needs to be paid to PRSK. You've got the weekend to do that, presidential candidates. Make that arrangement. Our artists need to enjoy their weekend.
This is the only time they get to enjoy.
Of course. Now, the cover story is on daggers drawn to the dollar. Oh, wow. So who's here?
So this is like the mainstream kind of beef, because we have Wizkid and Davido, which is West Africa. East Africa, we have the Kenyan one, we have Nyashinski and Calligraph, and then we have Diamond and Ali Kiba. So basically, they're saying that beef propel you making news and probably earn more money.
So if I'm having, so not even me, I mean, Wizkid and Davido, those are like the figureheads of Nigerian music as we speak. That is, if we don't talk about the two, there's no music news in the country, there's no music news in the continent.
Yeah.
That's according to what we see on the Pulse this morning, page 10.
And they actually started as friends, but as their popularity continued, that is when the beef started.
Tell me, Paul, is it something that these artists agree? Do they agree and say, okay, fine, you know what, I'm going to have a beef with you. I'm going to pinch you a little bit, and then when I pinch you, it's going to make headlines.
No, I don't think it's something you agree. But let's say we are two artists. Both of us are rappers. Let's say you are Nyashinski and I am Calligraph. Okay, wow. And then both of us are hitting. We have 2 hitting songs. What else do we need people to talk about us? Some artists agree, yeah, let's have a beef, which is not real when they're not on the media, but others do not actually agree. Let's say Nyashinski goes on stage and receives much vibe, much acceptance, and then Calligraph goes next and sees that, wow, I'm not being received as Nyashinski. That brings tension, and then next you will hear Calligraph will be talking bad about Nyashinski or the other vice versa. So some beefs, yes, they're cooked and agreed upon, but others is just natural.
So basically we're saying these artists are acting like our politicians who, when they have they have drinks together, and then when they don't have drinks together, they're busy out there throwing punches at each other. But let me just bring you to speed, you who's watching the show this morning. And this is a little bit personal because I am so inclined to Ali Kiba and Diamond Platnumz. This is what brings me close to heart. Between the two, you can share with me your thoughts. Between the two, before we wind up, I'll be reading that on my Twitter feed. Between the two, who do you think has got great art? But then, as I throw the question to you, the viewer, I want to know who between the two has got a great art. Now that
I'm going with Diamond.
Why Diamond?
He has sustained himself in terms of releasing singles. And also in terms of his brand, he has the, what is it called? The perfume out. He has the Wasafi Records, and then he also has the family package behind. But when I'm looking at Ali Kiba, who used to be my favorite,
Right.
he doesn't make headlines as much, apart from his music on and off. So I'm going with Diamond now.
Okay, fine. We'll be she goes with Diamond. I will tell you who I'm going with on the show. So what else is happening on the pulse this morning? Oh, fashion.
Yes, we have fashion,
Right.
which is basically Sing and Jerry, and more rugged, more street fashion.
Street fashion on page
Yeah.
12 of the Pulse. We
Which
see.
is
Wow, yeah.
basically
So
me.
let's hold on to that. So which on this do you like about which of these pictures do you like? I mean, which of these outfits do you like? I'm
Number
not very,
one,
very keen.
where she's standing, and
Yes.
the one she's kind of posing, kneeling, not sure.
Wow.
Because I'm more of street fashion.
This is tomboy look. This is a tomboy look.
Without the
without the hat. So we see that most girls, most ladies are strutting in the tomboy look. Personally, I would go for something totally different. So, but then again, that's fashion. It's comfortable. Great. So let's go to the gossip side of the past this morning. I also want to turn my newspaper and see what's going on. What's happening? R.Kelly's making headlines again.
Yes,
Why?
for the wrong reasons.
What's the deal?
Now, those there's 6 women in his house, and according to the
Just say that again.
6 women.
6 women.
6 women held against their will in his house, and according to the one who got out, she said that she was told, R.Kelly is the one who makes decision. When do you need to go to the loo? When do you need to eat? When do you need?
It come down to that?
Yes, and she said it's basically like she alleged it's basically like a sex cult.
What's not
Yes,
going on?
and they need to be
Now we see
released.
that story. I mean, a picture there of R. Kelly. He never ages. It's just that he gets to trim his beards. But then. Oh,
It's all for the wrong reasons.
It's all for the wrong reason. A couple who claim that their daughter is having sexual relationship with R&B superstar R. Kelly, and that she's being manipulated into cutting off contact with the outside world. So they're in a house, they're being told what to do, what not to do, when to drink coffee or tea,
Yes.
and then
When to speak to your family. And then now when the parents got out and said, we want R. Kelly to release our daughter,
Yeah.
the daughter spoke to TMZ, this is yesterday, and
The
said,
daughter, yes.
Yes, and said that same parents who want me to release are the same parents who agreed at the age of 19. Right now, she's 21.
Yeah.
They agreed when I was 19 to come and live with R. Kelly for me to propel my music career.
oh dear.
So it's a whole entangled case.
Oh dear. So R. Kelly is not doing all that he needs to do. Well, we want to hear your thoughts on that. Just tweet me. Hashtag is New Day KE. Tell me on what you think and feel about R. Kelly's movement
Cult.
and happening. Now let's go back to our famous Willie Paul. He bought his mom a phone, and then
And
posted,
he's been trending the whole week.
and then he posted
So
it
did-
on social media. You and I know for a fact that the Willie Paul challenge has been the most hilarious. Tell me more about it.
So Willie Paul bought a phone for the mom and said back at home, posted it back at home, I've just bought my mom a phone and all that.
What kind of a phone was it? Not to sound like an advertiser. We are pushing
It
for
was
some
a
brand.
Samsung Age 8, which
Okay.
is one of the latest brands.
So it's a
of
latest
Samsung.
brand of phone that Willie Paul
I
has bought
think
the
right
mom.
now it's between 80 to 100,000. I
You're
think
parting
so.
with $1,000, 80 to 1,000, 80,000 Kenya shillings, which is equivalent of $1,000. Okay, fine. Let's go on to that. Yep.
Yeah, so he bought it and posted it on social media, as everyone does.
Yeah.
But the problem is people had with him is that there are better things you can do for your mom. Maybe your mom doesn't like the new kind of, because I'm assuming right now her mom is above 40 to 50,
Yes.
which is basically what my mom probably is.
Correct.
Which they're not inclined to social media as we
Right,
think.
yeah.
So there were better things that he would have done
Yeah.
much better. So people were like,
What do
why
you
would you buy a house? Which I would say it's too much, considering he's a young artist. He needs to make himself to afford that. But pay rent.
or buy cutlery or new
Yeah,
mats or a new
things that
carpet or something.
our old mothers love, actually. Now, I'm thinking Samsung age 8 falls down. That's another repair of that screen, which will cost you around 10 to 20,000.
Oh dear. Oh, it just, okay, well, it's waterproof. So,
cracks.
I mean, so
if
if it cracks, that's
you
an
have
extra
to replace it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's a bad choice. It's a good gift, according to him, but he should not have posted it.
You shouldn't have posted it.
have
Follow that
posted
hashtag, Willie Paul Challenge, and you will be on the floor this weekend. You'll be on the floor because Friday is a good it's a feel-good Friday, so that's something to tickle your funny bone. Now to something else. Vera Sidika is in Miami for what? A boob job.
A boob job. So
Tell me more.
according to her, she says that
beauty is not enough.
it's not enough. And it is alleged that she has increased her cc's to 450 cc's.
Oh, wait. Make me understand for the benefit of the viewer. What are cc's in this business?
cc's in terms of cup size and the volume of the breast that the implant is
You see,
put
when you
in.
mention cc in my world, it's cc is like the engine capacity for cars. So this is a different kind of cc.
Yeah.
Vera Sidika there on page 23 of the Pulse. We see her there.
And there's also, I read today's Nairobian where she is, and the boyfriend, you remember the estranged boyfriend who she claimed had abused her while she was in Dubai.
Right.
But now the boyfriend speaks and says, I did not lay a hand on her. And makes more allegations. Yeah.
Interesting there. Wow. Okay. Now, what's up with P Square?
P Square, there's the group to arrest him. I think this is an issue of Nigerian kind of movies and all that. Not sure about that. Yeah.
You're not sure about that?
I'm not sure about that.
Just let me have a paper. There's something I've seen there very interesting. Doreen Biira crowned Miss Tourism. Hang on a second. KTN's Joy Doreen Biira, again, she's in the news for all the good reasons. This time, her car has not been stolen. We talked about it the other day. Doreen Biira has been crowned Miss Tourism. I doubt that. My Tamima is definitely, I mean, if beauty is in the eye of the beholder, our very own Tamima Ibrahim should be the one being crowned that. So if it's a thing of the news anchors, I take a very subjective role in that position. What's your take?
I'm thinking it's more of her being a Ugandan and now working in Kenya. So she best exports the best of Uganda to Kenya and Kenyans to Uganda.
But
so
what can Kenyan beauty be? What about what about before we talk about why she was crowned and what she was crowned for? What can we as Kenyans export with our beauty?
But she was crowned in Uganda.
She was crowned in Uganda, right?
Miss Tourism,
yes.
not Kenya.
Not Kenya.
Yeah.
Uganda Miss Tourism. So she exported
Best of Uganda.
the best of
to
Uganda
Kenya.
to Kenya. All right, and she has. She was also arrested in Uganda. You all know sometimes back in February, she was arrested during a scuffle with the police, and she was arrested for quite some time. And there was a hashtag going on regarding that.
Rescue Joy Doreen Biira.
Rescue Joy Doreen Biira. And then she's in the news. Her car gets stolen, and then now she's in the news. What can we conclude about Joy Doreen Biira regarding her appearing in the news for all the fancy stories? Is she becoming
But this
a
is a good
socialite?
one. No, she's just becoming a newsmaker.
She's becoming a newsmaker.
Yeah.
Okay.